goes back quite a ways, many years. Karin Karagulian and I have been working together on all of my films, and we've always wanted to tell a story about the Russian community and Russian American community in Brighton Beach and Coney Island, Brooklyn. Over the course of many years, I finally figured out the plot once I found myself wanting to explore the theme of power dynamics within this world and with sex work included. And so we thought, how better than to have a young sex worker marry the son of a billionaire. And at that point, we had figured out our beginning, middle, and end. It just happened to be that I cast Mikey Madison at that point before even writing the screenplay.
So Sean reached out after seeing a horror film I was in opening weekend, and we met, had coffee, and he pitched me a sort of loose idea for a film that he wanted to do and said, if you want to do it, I'll write it for you. And I was like, absolutely, I do. And so from there, I think it was about a year from when we met to when we were actually filming in New York. And in between then, we had lots of communication, and I did my own research, reading memoirs, talking to consultants, doing dance training, accent coaching, learning Russian, all of that good stuff. I think all of it combined was difficult, but I liked that it was difficult because I think it's good to feel challenged when you're playing a character, especially one like mine.
We've been talking about this for probably about 14, 15 years, like to do something in Brighton Beach. And he always, when he writes films, for some reason he writes a part for me. So, all of a sudden one day he just sent me the script and he said, "You're the character." He never asks me. He just says, "You got to do it." So, I mean, we talk about it while he was writing it, and we also were friends in life, so we ask things each other. And I know Brighton Beach. I have ties to Brighton Beach. That's the first place I went to when I came to this country to sell my black cans of black caviar. This was in 1989. I fell in love with that, very eclectic, very strong, very rich neighborhood. And in 2009, we had a conversation. Let's do a story in Brighton Beach.
Sean, I have seen my film Compartment Number 6 on Cannes Festival in 21 year, and after that, after 1 year, I think he called me and say that I will do film about all this stuff. And Russian guy, I have role for you. It's Russian guy. It was very surprised to me. So after that, I'm going to New York, and we first time met them. Met each other in New York and start.
I used to do comedy for 16 years in Armenia, and when I got call from Sean, that was really surprising for me because he said, "Hey man, I've seen your comedy." Am I doing right? I'm doing Sean right now. "Hey man, I've seen your comedy." That was hilarious, and I was like, how, like, why you've seen that? And then he said that Karin Karagulian suggested you, because as Sean mentioned, they were friends from decades, right? And then I'm starting browsing Karin and see, yeah, he's an Armenian actor, but I don't know him, right? And maybe I've seen more photos in social media, and I see he texted me 5 years ago, like, "Where can I see your stand-up show or something?" And I haven't even responded. And I'm texting Karin like, "Hey man, I just saw your message after 5 years." And then he's like, "Give me your number," and he's calling me and explaining, "This is serious, this is Sean Baker, this is not your Armenian TV shows, shitty Armenian TV shows you used to do, so be more more careful with this." And I was really blessed to be, and I learned so much. That was an amazing experience.
Even though people might think of me as like a social realist director, I think I've always been working with humor and comedy in my films. It's just how much so, how overt the comedy is. So in this one, I leaned a little more into it, knowing that it would become, in sections of the film, a madcap comedy with this motley crew out looking for this missing husband of Annie's. So Yeah, and working with actors who have the incredible talent of, comedic delivery and comedic improvisation. I mean, it's a dream come true. I always say that humor is very important. No matter, even if you're covering very serious subject matter, humor is vital because we all rely on it to cope. We all rely on it to get by on a daily basis, sometimes hourly basis. So, films that don't inject humor, I find to be false. So, yeah.
All of them are such incredible actors, very funny, but in totally different ways. I think they all brought such incredible perspective to the film. So it was amazing. I loved working with them. They were constantly surprising me and making me laugh. So yeah, I think I learned a lot from all of them. I've gotten so many different opinions on the ending, and I often find that it's kind of a reflection of the person themselves, of how they feel the ending or why she does what she does. So I don't know, I hope that whatever people feel, they feel it very strongly.
I never look at my films as preaching anyway, so I don't really. What an audience might take away is really up to them, but I'm hoping that there is a discussion about the themes that we're covering, power dynamics, sex work in general. What was really incredible was that I before going into writing the screenplay, I had already cast Karin, obviously. Then I knew Yura was going to play Igor because of this film I saw, Compartment Number 6, wonderful film. And then Mikey came on board. So to be able to write this screenplay with 3 actors already cast was really great. I had their faces in my head as I was writing, and it truly helped. It was a different experience for me.